So I just received the Snap 4 Luxe, and I'm really excited to test it out because I've been using the Snap 3 Pro for a long time, and I have to say it is my favorite accessory for my smartphone. It has given me a ton of value. I love that it's a kickstand. I love the fact that it's MagSafe compatible for my Android phone, which is this S23. One of the main use cases of having a magnet on my back was to be able to film myself. I can put this on metallic surfaces and it can stick, and it really helps me capture that B-roll or when I'm skateboarding or something like that. So it has come really handy. Of course, the Qi wireless charging is fantastic with this. So this has been an amazing thing, and I can't believe that they upgraded it. So I don't know how good it is, to be honest. We're going to unbox it. We're going to remove this. Apparently this is very easy to remove. All you need is a credit card, and I'm going to test that as well. And then we're going to stick this on, we're going to install it together, and then I'm going to give you my full review near the end of this video. So let's get right into it. Now, full disclaimer, this is not a sponsored influencer review. I purchased all the Snap 3 accessories with my own money. So with that in mind, let's get into the review. The phone grip that doesn't suck. MagSafe iPhone Android. So it's really thin. Yes, I definitely agree with that. MagSafe charge through. That's fantastic. The kickstand I love it so much. Just being able to eat. Phone grip. Let's hope the phone grip is better. Super thin. MagSafe for all phones. It's so weird that Android doesn't have MagSafe compatibility. It's so lame. Magnetic, that's really good for filming and setting up your phone in cool shots, and the wireless charge throughs. It's not going to interfere with your Qi wireless charger. One of my critiques with the older Snap 3 Pro was that I didn't really like the kind of finger grip. I actually did not use it very much. Some people complain that it's very loud, like that click noise. Now, I personally like that click noise. It's a nice fidget spinner, to be honest. It feels really good to snap it in, and I don't know, it's very satisfying. I hope that this one feels just as good because it's a magnetic, which is something that I'm very interested in trying. But this, honestly, this grip did not feel that great. I didn't really use it. Putting my finger through it like this, that wasn't very comfortable at all. So as a phone grip, I didn't really find it that helpful at all. It's still useful. Maybe you want to death grip this phone. Maybe you're doing a selfie over a cliff and you want to make sure that you never drop it. Well, this is quite strong and quite reliable. Another minor con I had with the Snap 3 Pro was that there were some scratches on this. So over time, it didn't look very nice. And I did have a friend report that they were not able to snap it back on. So this mechanism broke. Now, thankfully, they emailed customer support, and OSnap was really kind to send them a replacement. But yeah, overall, I find that the durability was okay. It's just a little bit of cosmetic scratches here and there. And I noticed that if you bring this to the beach, there's like sand crud can get into it pretty easily. It's hard to see it from this camera, but just be mindful of that. The nano adhesive, the reusable adhesive apparently can attract a dirt, sand, of course. All right, first impressions. Whoa, holy, that feels really premium, very luxurious. So that's amazing. Like the fact that I can put it on a kickstand just like that. Oh, I'm already very impressed with the design. Whoa, and it's super strong. Like, whew, one-handed operation. That's amazing. Before, you had to take two hands, pop it on like this, and it was okay. It wasn't the greatest experience, but this seems a lot better. So I just can't wait to. Okay, so this is a little tricky to pop out. Oh, just like that. All right, put that aside. So it feels heavier. I'm gonna measure the weight of these. Okay, so they advertise that it's very easy to remove this. I've never done this before, so let's try it out together. Okay, it's coming out. All right. So I wonder if that might have damaged the residue. You can see that it kind of stuck out here. Now, this is apparently reusable. I do see some kind of damage on it, but thankfully I did buy replacement adhesives for this, so I'm not too worried about it. I am going to gift this to someone else. I think this is still worth a lot of money, works totally fine, and it's a great gift to give someone else. So you can see that there's some dirt over here, caught sand and stuff like that, and the adhesive is a little bit broken. You can see the mark over here. But yeah, it was really easy to remove, so not too bad. All right, so Luxe 4, the new one, with the little sticker on top of it. We got 14 grams, and then the older one, 9 grams. So that's pretty substantial. That's 5 gram increment. That's almost like 50% increase. 14 versus 9. Oh, now it's 10. Okay, 10 versus 14. 40% increase in weight, unfortunately. All right, so let's compare kind of the... So in terms of the thinness, I'd say they're both just as thin. So that is a really good feat of engineering. The fact that they're able to stick magnets in this and make it a lot more robust and feel a lot more premium and still maintain that thinness is absolutely amazing. All right, I need to clean this. I'm gonna use some alcohol, get it really clean. It's good to clean your case once in a while. Okay. You gotta install a direct center on the back of your phone. This is necessary for wireless charging. Okay. Interesting, you can see the magnets there. All right, this is really difficult. Hopefully I can do this right. Is that center? I think it's pretty center. Okay, well, it's installed. I hope I did a good job. I have to say, it looks really nice with this case. This is a really cheap G-Fit case. I hope I didn't mess up the wireless charging. I hope it's like right in the middle. So one-handed operation, go like this. Bam. That is amazing. One of the things I liked about the Snap 3 was that you could handle portrait mode pretty well. So that's kind of nice to, this one's not. Okay, that's good at portrait mode. I wonder if it's not as good. This, all right, so it's not that stable in portrait mode. It was pretty stable before. Kind of bummed about the portrait mode though. It's not bad. It's not bad. Okay, I can get used to this. This, it's not as stable as the other one. Anyways, I don't use the portrait mode as much. Sometimes I want to like maybe go on Slack and text someone like this and still be eating and look at my phone. Honestly, it's not the end of the world to have the portrait mode not as good as the Snap 3. But it's very interesting that I wonder why that's the case. So for portrait mode, I discovered that if you put it in this angle with this over here, it feels really sturdy. If you want a higher incline, it's not as sturdy. I guess it's on the, yeah, it's gonna fall like that. At least it falls into the landscape mode like that. Let's test this closing mechanism, just like that. Wow, that's really nice. You don't have to hear that click anymore. If you go softer, if you don't want to wake up your partner maybe, just like that, and it stays nice and put. There's no more kind of snap like, oh shit, I broke it. Oh my God. No, I broke it. Did I break it? Oh no, I cannot gift this to anyone else now. Nope, okay, never mind. False alarm. I guess it's meant to be like that. Okay, so let's try the kickstand again. That's so cool. I just can't get over that. The fact that you can just go very quick, very quick. So if you do it this way, with the clip out like this, it should stand up. Now if you do it the other way, it holds pretty well. It holds very well on both sides. It's like, that wasn't the case with the Snap 3. Before, if you had it in the wrong position, it would just completely fall. So this is kind of like a dual angle right now. Like this is angle number 1. And if you really want, you can type it like this. That's amazing. This is something brand new. Like they didn't even mention this. Like there's 2 angles now. That's freaking cool. Doesn't matter which way you do it now, you're good. It doesn't matter. That makes it way more intuitive. Before I had to like remember, okay, I snap it on this side and then put it on this side or whatever like that. Now it's just ready to go, just like that. That's way better. Let's see if I can do it really fast. Boom, just like that. Fantastic. I'm already loving it. It's so quiet. Okay, let's try the grip together. Okay, yeah, the grip is a lot better. Much more substantial. Like, it feels a lot better. Now, they said you can put it right in the middle. Your finger right in the middle here. You can see it's a different design, very different. Like, you definitely have more space to put stuff. Put your finger here. I mean, I got fat fingers, so yeah, it feels a lot more comfortable now. Like that to me is way better than the Snap 3 Pro. So this is a huge improvement in terms of the grip. Like this is night and day. Before it'd feel terrible on your finger. You couldn't put it in or anything like this. I actually might do it like this more if you want to like get a really nice grip. Of course you can do it like this. Feels good this way too. Feels fantastic. This is amazing. I love it. This is definitely worth the upgrade. I mean, I hope it doesn't scratch as bad as this one. I hope it feels, this is plastic, so I feel like it's gonna wear out eventually. But the outer rim feels very like nice and metallic or aluminum or whatever it may be. So I feel like that will hopefully stand the test of time. But honestly, I don't really care if there's scratches and smudges on it. It doesn't really matter. It looks nice. It's matte black, a little bit of a shine over here. Let's see if I can do one hand. Try not to force myself. Okay, I got it, kinda. Not as seamless as I wanted. So I'm gonna wrap up this video. I'm gonna tell you what I think, the final thoughts. I'm gonna test this out for a couple more weeks and I'll give you my full conclusion. So let's jump into that right now.
There are 3 notable differences between the Snap 3 and 4. Number 1, the MagSafe rim is now made of aluminum instead of plastic, which supposedly makes it feel more premium. I'm actually not a fan of this heavier material because it attracts fingerprints more easily and can get really cold to the touch. However, those are minor complaints. I'm worried that this aluminum will make Qi wireless charging less efficient and therefore create more heat for your battery when charging wirelessly. More on that later. Number 2. At the center, the mechanism that holds the base and the handle grip is magnetic instead of plastic. This is a nice change since we've seen the older implementation is prone to breaking or becoming too weak to hold the grip. It's also much quieter to pop off or collapse the grip, and allows for a far more seamless, single-handed ejection of the grip. However, again, I much prefer plastic because I'm worried about the inner magnet's potential adverse effects on key wireless charging. Thirdly, thanks to the more rigid locking mechanism, the kickstand is far more sturdy and can handle 2 different angles, as I had mentioned before. And don't worry, it's easy to collapse the grip by applying force at a different angle. Weirdly, the steepest portrait mode angle isn't as stable, but I would happily take this trade-off for a far more robust landscape kickstand for watching videos during my lunch break. So those are the 3 main differences. Overall, it's a step in the right direction. Sadly, I am concerned that the new, denser materials, like the aluminum rim and the inner magnet, will make key wireless charging less efficient compared to plastic. In fact, anecdotally, I noticed that my phone got much hotter when wirelessly charging. I am quite concerned about this, so I've decided to build an Android app that will benchmark my battery charging performance, and I will report back. So stay subscribed if you want to see more conclusive results.
So to wrap up this video, I have to say this is a substantial improvement. They've kept the same dimensions, it's slightly heavier, but it looks a lot more luxurious, of course. I love the one-handed operation. The finger grip is majorly improved. It feels a lot more comfortable to put your finger in through the hoops. It feels very secure when in like that. I love the fact that you can put this into a kickstand in any configuration that you want. You don't have to worry about which way you put it. Before, if you messed up, it would obviously fall down. On the previous Snap 3, you really had to worry which way you do it. This way, it's always locked. You can go like that, or you can go like this. Doesn't matter. You can't mess it up. So overall, this is definitely recommended. I already recommended the Snap 3 Pro. I think it was a very neat invention. I think it's very underrated. No YouTube influencers talk about this. This is not paid. This is not sponsored. I purchased this with my own money, and I love this product so much. So definitely check it out. I'll leave a link in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.